This here is from Express. As you might know, this German documentary came out on Meghan and Harry, and it wasn't very flattering. And this claims that now Meghan is furious about criticism. Just wanted to stop Meghan Markle furious after heavy criticism in new documentary. Let's see what we got. Meghan Markle's reportedly hurt after the airing of a documentary about the Sussexes last week. The show, titled Harry the Lost Prince, questions Prince Harry and Meghan's work as charity ambassadors, which is pretty much what everyone's been doing. My personal take, I'm sure part of them doesn't mind giving to charity, they've got so much money, but I tend to think a lot of it is just for show, to make the headlines, to make them appear to be good. There's no way to tell for sure, but if I'm being as fair as possible, I'd say a tiny part of them is really doing it, but probably mostly for clout, if that's the correct use of clout, but I think kind of. Many of the people involved in the documentary were highly critical of the couple, including a fellow resident of their hometown in California. Speaking to OK Magazine, a source said of Harry and Meghan, both Meghan and Harry feel the show is yet another one-sided takedown of them and just want it all to stop. They added, it's like they can't escape their past and they're still being judged on things that happened over 5 years ago, but they know it gets people talking and makes money. Kind of. I mean, to be honest, yes, people are following them, but it's not some phenomenon like Depp vs. Heard. It's not the Diddy case, not some huge interesting thing. People are just kind of following them moderately, just to kind of see what happens. My theory is people are waiting for the big news, a divorce, specifically, maybe some kind of allegations of DV or something like that. That's what people are really waiting for. Just this juicy nugget of news. I think that's why people are hanging on, because we don't see it working out well in the long run. But it might. You never know. They might actually love each other. But it kind of feels funny to say that, so probably not. Meghan and Harry moved to the US to live a more private lifestyle, having struggled during their time as a part of the royal family. A former soldier in the British Army, Ben McBean, once shared a flight home from Afghanistan with Harry. In the German documentary, he criticized Harry for his criticism of the royal family in his book Spare and the Sussexes Netflix series. I must note, I think that guy was handicapped who sat next to Harry. He lost a leg and an arm in a landmine accident or something. So, because of that, when something like that happens to you, I'd imagine you don't hold punches so much. You say what you want. You're not so scared about being canceled or what people think of you. So I think the guy is genuine. And they quote the guy, if one of my friends fell out with his partner and started posting things on social media and saying his ex is this and that, I'd have told him to shut up as well. When Harry announced he'd be writing a memoir, he said the book would reflect the highs and lows of the life in the royal family and to be accurate and wholly truthful. Alright, and also let's check out some comments. This article here got like 100 or so. Seriously? Meghan wants it to stop? Both of them should have thought about what they were doing and saying before they opened their mouths. They need to realize that actions have consequences and accept responsibility for all the pain they've caused over the years. She really has done nerve wanting it to stop, basically saying it's their own fault. Too bad for the amazing Meghan, who's a great person in her own mind. Can't believe that 1 hour of work in their own charity wears them to a nub. Most directors of charitable organizations work more in a day than Meghan and Harry do in a year. So sorry for them. Ha ha. Good point, actually. They say they're so tired. It's such hard work. They want such praise. But people who make normal livings or even low salary livings work more in charities than they do. All right. Good point. Thank you. I'll remember that. They lit the torch paper that set the bomb off. Yet they still don't take any responsibility for the hurt they caused, not only to the RF, but to the British people. I can just imagine the other way around, and it was the Americans being tarnished. Okay. My stepbrother a long time ago once said, you light the fires and live in your own hell, which is kind of what this person's saying here, by they lit the torch to their own bomb. Anyway, that's the news for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. One more thing before I go. I got a PayPal link below in the description if you want to donate, and if you don't subscribe here, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.